Hey YouTube, it's Brooks, and today we are back with the Christmas startups. Obviously a little late and not the typical Thanksgiving startups, but I bet you can tell by the location that that's why. My family's moved out to Colorado, and so they were not in town for Thanksgiving, and my wife and I are still back in Georgia, so obviously didn't have the family fleet to update on. Clearly these cars are quite dirty, as you can tell by the snow, ice, and slush all around, but wanted to give you a mileage update here on the family fleet. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started on, first and foremost, the 2015 GX4 XSE. We actually just celebrated 5 years with the car. I think it was December 22nd of 2017, and put just over 70,000 miles on it since then. So I apologize that it's so dirty. First thing to note is it did get some new tread, so a little bit of a beefier tire out here in Colorado with some Toyo Open Country all-terrain tires. You see, nice grip to them. Actually, they don't really make that much road noise either, which I was surprised about. And it's equally dirty inside and need to break down and get some all-weather mats to save these carpet ones, but they might be too far gone at this point. Just shy of 106,000 miles and got it with like 35 and some change, I think, back in 2017. Sepia interior holding up very well. Again, obviously just some dirty floors, but I haven't broken down to clean it since it's so dirty out on the road still. Yeah. Only thing that's happened with this vehicle outside of regular maintenance is it did have an ABS wire that came loose. I think one of the first times the car was driven in the snow. So dealership fixed that up for them about Thanksgiving time frame out here in Colorado. Other than that, trucking right along. Moving down the line here, we've got my brother's 2015 Toyota 4Runner Limited. He has just been with him for a few months, headed back to Georgia here in January, so it hasn't been driven a ton here in the snow since it is a two-wheel drive 4Runner Limited. But again, we've had this going on, gosh, 8 years, I guess? Yeah, I got it January 3rd or 4th of 2015. And yeah, we're right there almost at that date. It's of course the Blizzard Pearl exterior with the redwood interior. It just got some new brakes, and let's see, I think it got a new lower control arm put on or something of that nature. She's a little cold. But just shy of 130,000 miles again over the course of 8 years. So she's making the cross-country trip back to Georgia here in about 2 weeks and is ready to go. Again, redwood interior holding up very nicely. A little bit more wear on the steering wheel here. I think if I took a nice cleaner, it might clean up nicer, but not around it enough to detail it. Other than that, it's plugging along just fine, and I don't see why it won't be around for another 130,000 miles. And then last but certainly not least, my dad's 2022 Toyota Tundra Limited 4-wheel drive that he got in preparation for the move out here to Colorado. I don't know if that was mentioned in the Tacoma goodbye video or the new Tundra video, but it definitely has earned its keep. Dad is an airline pilot, and they live about an hour north of the Denver International Airport, and it blizzarded a couple weeks ago on the way to the airport, and it was in 4-wheel drive. Basically the entire drive to the airport going no faster than like 35 miles an hour down Interstate 25. So definitely has earned its keep, and done a few different modifications to it since he took delivery back in, I think, March of last year. New roll-in lock tonneau bed cover to keep things nice and dry, and then did put some clips here. He's got this bike rack that goes on top, kind of like a Thule type system to store his bike. So it's looking forward to going back into the garage once the 4Runner leaves. He's been a big fan of the truck, having it almost a year now. Go ahead and do a mileage update. And as you can see, just shy of 15,000 miles. .5 liter twin turbo V6, doing just fine. No issues with the truck, powertrain related in the last year. Since he's had it, I know there was a little bit of an issue back when the car first came out. Wow, maintenance required soon already. But none of that here, and it sounds like things have been rectified on that end. He loves the 14-inch Toyota display here, and all the space. As you can see, it's kind of a mobile storage cabin right now. But he's really liked having the truck. It's a huge departure from the last Tundra. Very quiet and powerful. And one of my favorite features just are all these cameras here. Great camera system. So yeah, if you have any questions on the Tundra, the Tacoma, or excuse me, the 4Runner or the GX, feel free to drop them down below, but wanted to get you guys a quick little mileage update. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.